welcome back after that brief break. As Emily Principe crosses our stream, we are here for the women's Epee semi-finals and final. It's been a big day of fencing today with what most people, or some people at least, would say are our two strongest weapons overseas.
Absolutely. Historically, women's Epee, at least for the last couple of decades, has been providing the bulk of Australia's international results, along with New Zealand's international results. Our formerly last Olympian, Jess Beer, in 2004, but now replaced with Juan Ping, qualifying for women's foil.
Which is pretty incredible, since foil traditionally not the strongest weapon for New Zealand or Australia for that matter. So very, very wonderful achievement, and credit to New Zealand foil there, and to Ping Yuan there. And we are just making sure our box is ready to go, and that we're all ready and set for Epee, and we don't want to start this on a foil setting. So this first semi-final between Ioana Mihailescu, we saw in action yesterday in the under-23 women's Epee semi-final, and Evelyn Hall's multiple times Australian champion and Epee Olympian. So should be an exciting matchup. Ioana Mihailescu also a bronze medalist, I believe, in the Asian Cadet Championships, I think it is. So should be a good bout here. Seems like our referee has got everything under control now, and William Bishop is just going to take a brief break to go talk with the DT about something. I'm sure he'll return to us momentarily.
Being rejoined now by the handsomest co-commentator in Australian fencing, Simon Capon.
How you doing, Simon? I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited to see some fencing. What's pretty excited about that men's foil final, of course. I'm from New South Wales, and I train with Sholto on a fairly regular basis, so it's always good to support your teammates. But of course, having spent a fair while on the national team as well, Lucas. Well, I guess at that level we're all friends.
It's close.
Yeah, that's it. You know, everyone's met each other enough,
and we're about to start the women's semi-finals. Ioana, just as they sort the score out and reset them, Ioana making the semi-finals now by defeating Amy Reynolds, who viewers from yesterday may remember won 15-14. In their rematch today in the quarterfinals, Ioana winning 15-14. Another tense match. Yeah. So, Evelyn, on the other hand, beating Bernadette Lee.
Well, there we go. But Evelyn, of course, with quite a pedigree to her name.
A pedigree that goes through the announce table. And Evelyn will be looking to do her traditional pressure and hit.
Pressure and counter attack. It's her style, but Evelyn, of course, at her peak, qualifying the Olympics outright on nothing but world ranking. So very, very dangerous fencer. Multiple times World Cup medalist as well.
Yeah. Ioana starting off well, catching Evelyn as she comes in on the attack.
So Ioana taking first blood in this match here, and Ioana and Evelyn, two people again who would know each other quite well. Of course, Ioana only having recently moved to the Gold Coast, but formerly being a Victorian fencer as well. And finding the time there, but not managing to find her point, is Evelyn.
Yes.
So looks like Ioana's off to a 2-0 lead here. Obviously, the training in Queensland doing her some good there, Bishop.
Absolutely. Great set of training partners she's got up in Queensland. Michael Nelson, Zach Casagrande, one of today's other semi-finalists, Benita Rue, and top 8 medalist Madeline Anderson. So, exciting stuff.
So it's a good time for Queensland Epee at the moment, then, isn't it?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Evelyn looking to pressure now, and Ioana looking to go back in again,
and she finds that counter attack.
There we go, starting to find the distance.
So you can see Evelyn really trying to set up the tempo in this bout here.
Evelyn, absolute pro at managing the bouts as well. A couple of points down, she won't be panicking yet.
She's very, very controlled, very calm. Knows how much time she has left. Amazing piste awareness, and that's what makes her one of the best women's Epee we've ever had. Choco, DP.
Evelyn coming forward again, looking to build the pressure. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 30, 40 seconds of Evelyn just slowly building pressure, waiting to get a response out of Ioana. Ioana, though, very patient, very strong in the blade when she decides to go. So Evelyn will be looking not to give her the blade.
Evelyn there also holding the post grip, that French grip, like we saw with Jeremy yesterday in the men's.
Yesterday. Hopefully she doesn't have the same thigh issues as Jeremy did, but she certainly seems to be much more balanced.
And a double there, no fencer either pulling away or closing the gap there, so that's fine. And they'll get back on. There's still plenty of time, plenty of points left in this match.
Watch the way that Evelyn plays with the distance here as well. Just pulling it in, shortening it out, and then stretching it back up. Then in again, just slowly building in closer and closer until Ioana feels she has to move. I guess then it's really whether Ioana can nail that hit straight up.
See Evelyn there using a tip to keep with the tip threatening that advanced target, looking to really keep that distance open there and making Ioana think twice about trying to push through and trying to be aggressive on that blade. And it paid off with a nice counter-attack, nice touch to the arm.
Looking very balanced going in as we look likely to head into the last break. And oh, there we go. Exactly balanced.
As Ioana goes for that toe shot. Served it quite well yesterday, and Evelyn having the good measure of that, and they'll go to the break at 5-all. So
very comfortable.
Very comfortable, very controlled, very measured bout from both these fences.
Watch as we come in, our assessor Mitch Orwin. Oh, looking sharp today.
Under 17 national Epee champion.
No.
Under 20.
No. Under 23. Last year's under 23 men's Epee champion in Brisbane.
I knew it was an age category. I wasn't sure which one.
You really want to be sure about age, Simon. But Mitch Orwin very sharply dressed in a red tie and what appears to be some sort of patterned jacket of some description. Also wearing shoes and pants.
That's a shock, and that's a bit of a change there for Mitch Orwin.
Normally renowned for not wearing pants at training. Normally prefers skins and shorts.
Oh, well, there you go. And I've just been reliably informed by little birdie somewhere that Evelyn hasn't been beaten in over a year in a DE at a national level, except by another one of the arguable greatest of all time for women's Epee, Sarah Oswald.
Sarah Oswald, great New Zealander, born in Wainui. Shout out to Wainui.
And Bishop there getting a little patriotic.
And great place for Nui.
We're back, and I see. I don't think we're going to see too much change out of Evelyn, or not too much obvious change. Maybe a little bit of a different tempo and different rhythm setting up the kit, but I think for the most part both fences have got each other's measure quite well, and they're just going to play it slow and
so Ioana not wanting to be looking to be too passive here, because letting Evelyn set the tempo never really a recipe for success, but then again, if you can hit him, you should take him.
You can see also Evelyn playing a very, very aggressive tempo game, and she almost passive on that blade, leaving the blade very open, not
inviting
too much on that blade.
Search for the blade. Ioana accepting the invite, turning up to the party a bit late, and Evelyn just nailing her.
Taking the lead, 6-5.
And there we go. Ioana looking to push a bit more here, looking to set up that hit. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a little feint to the foot or something, just to try and get a response out of Evelyn.
Nope. And she gets a response, maybe not the one she was hoping for.
Oh, she might be, once again. It's difficult to tell the strategies of various fences.
Maybe Ioana likes being down by 2 touches against
True. Not a strategy for the overall course of the bout, being down by 2 touches. Really, you want to reverse that at some point, preferably before the end of the bout.
Well, if time runs out, then Evelyn will go through, so the pressure is now on Ioana. Evelyn, obviously, if she's comfortable. Evelyn, if she's comfortable here with the lead, just look, even doubles will be fine for her, just to wait out the time and.
Definitely the classic hauls on guard stance as well. Just a little rotation and lovely.
And that time you
coming
wanna,
through straight onto the wrist.
You want to drawing out that counter attack, finding the blade, and drawing back a touch there. And yes, you can tell Evelyn very, very unique style.
Very relaxed.
Very relaxed, but very, very effective style, nonetheless. And,
once again, pushing forward as Evelyn hauls, and pushing back as Joanna. Looking to set up a hit, and Evelyn missing the lunge there, and Joanna taking advantage. Just having a quick look on Australian fencing, ozfencing.org, looking at Evelyn's fencing profile, and it's a big medal set.
And a couple of huge victories back before her Olympic run in 2004 with silver in the Women's Epee World Cup in Paris. A very, very large comp, and multiple times, in fact, for a whole season, not managing to go out of the 64.
It's tough. And that's tough too, Joanna. Again, straight onto that forearm. Evelyn perhaps needing to shift up her distance a little bit. Still not looking overly ruffled, but Joanna starting to find the rhythm, find the tempo.
Joanna again taking that lead back to 8-7. So it happens in the double there. And as we get further into this bout, it does start to
look of concern on Vladimir Scher's face as he watches Evelyn. Perhaps also sharing our concerns about distance. Nick Milescu, on the other hand, a picture of concentration and poise. The Silver Fox, as he's often known, Nick Milescu.
I have heard him refer to that.
A little stumble there after the flash. That's not great for your ankle. I definitely think we're going to be taking that 1 minute break after this. May have jarred her knee a little. Clutching the ankle. That's not the way you want to go into the minute break there. Tying it up, and I feel we are going to have an injury break here. Joanna looking not like she's...
No, looks like she'll push through for the last 5 seconds into the
big
minute break.
There. Strong from Joanna. They breed them tough in the Gold Coast.
And as we go into the break, I'm just looking at Evelyn's results here, and there was one particular season with an incredible string of results for Evelyn in the 2003 to 2004 season, with top 8 finish to start the year off in the A-grade World Cup in Gothenburg, as well as 2 silver medals at 2 more A-grade World Cups, one in Prague and one in St. Moritz, as well as a top 8 finished at a Grand Prix event in Tauberstein in Germany, and then a finish in the top 16 of the Olympics in Athens. So really an incredible string.
Nick Milescu looking for, I believe, looking for medics here. Joanna going to have a bit of work done on her ankle. Chair bringing out the chair.
But it's obviously it's never a good thing to go out in injury.
A little bit of Emily Marotta coming through the screen there.
We hope the injury isn't too serious.
Yeah.
Not the best way to go coming through a final bout like this.
It's right as she's finding a rhythm as well. Evelyn just pushing her into one last little mistake and bring it up.
And it looks like they are now calling the medic down to the finals piece.
Definitely looks like the ankle there, and that's not good.
It was that looked like that was that flash off the piste where a little tweak of that ankle, but there is so much pressure going through there.
Catching her foot on the piste as she went off as well.
It's not very good.
Painful. To our viewers at home on the watching non-live and watching later on, review that. It definitely looked like she caught her ankle just after the hit as she was pulling up the stop, and it did look like it worsened as it went on. Being joined in the box by Shoulder Douglas, today's champion.
How you doing?
How do you feel, big fella?
Fantastic.
Lean in and talk, buddy.
Yeah. Take a knee.
It's kind of like
Take a knee.
jumping between you guys.
We're going to swap to our FaceTime camera right now. And hello.
That's a pretty picture right there.
We have Shelter Douglas here. So, Shelter, pretty convincing win today.
Yeah. The semi-final was a close one.
The semi-final was a close one, but you and Ned, as we were saying in the stream, know each other very well and fenced each other quite often.
Just been spending the last 2 weeks with each other going to Paris and Shanghai, so
yeah, exactly.
know each other a little too well by now.
So, tell us for the men's foil, certainly, what's the feel, the energy at the moment? Because obviously you guys are having an enormous amount of success at a very, very young age as well. How's that? Like, what's the vibe in the men's foil team?
Well, look, it's great to be on top of the country, but the vibe of this competition was a little bit lower than it is. Usually we're super competitive. We're kind of just coming back from the competition tour, it was a little damper. So yeah, have to compete. A little competitive fatigue. Yeah. But look, we're constantly. Yeah.
What do you use for your hair?
It's just nothing.
Nothing.
It's all natural. The natural Italian
Looks like
lobster, the shelto. But
so you come off a windswept plane, Brad Pitt and
You want hair tips, you ask Foster.
I don't want hair
He's
tips
the one who
from
takes
Foster. He
hair
has-
gel to on tour,
Oh, my word.
in case you guys are wondering.
You a former junior Australian for us who took a hairstyle on tour. Looked wonderful, but I wouldn't go to that extreme. Would you?
I don't think Shelto's ever got that extreme. He likes himself. He likes to look at himself in the mirror, but maybe not that much. So
No, in regards to youth advantage of men's foil, it's good to see the other weapons catching up a little bit in that regard. You know, it's very important that you have juniors that are still performing to like revitalise the weapons of every generation. And so, the Sabre the other day, 3 out of the top 4 were junior. Were they all juniors? I'm not sure. But the final was definitely
all of them were juniors.
All of them juniors,
the oldest person was born in 1998, so that does make them all juniors. And the youngest one born just in 2001. So fantastic result. Also, for those of you who aren't aware, the winner of the Sabre yesterday, Alexander Douglas, the younger brother of Sholto there. So it's
first time we've both won an AFF. And we won it together. It's pretty cool.
So that must feel pretty special for you there, and congratulations again on that.
Yeah.
So
Just a pity I couldn't win 15-2 like you did.
Well, I guess you'll have to save it for next time, then, won't you? But still, regardless, a very good win. It's when was the last time you won a national circuit?
I haven't ever.
So there we go. It's also for both fencers.
Just come second a few times.
Both of the brothers, their first national win, and must feel pretty sweet to do it in that fashion.
Pretty cool.
So, Shelto, looking forward, obviously, coming back off the Olympic qualifier. Some disappointing results for Australia there, but some very positive results at the Junior World Championships. Obviously, you're part of that team that defeated Russia and to make the top 8 for the second year in a row. Not defeating Russia, but making the top 8 the second year in a row. As well as...
And in fact, the last 4 Junior World Cups in a row.
Making the top 8?
Yeah, making the top 8. Aix-en-Provence and Bangkok, the 2 Junior World Championships.
Well, there you go.
So really proving our place.
Very strong champ, and of course Lucas only being 1 year out of juniors as well, as it seems like we're about to start again. But it seems like you've got what's next for our men's foilists. Obviously, we still have 2 of our members on the junior team. You are now joining Lucas on the senior team proper, but the senior team really unchanged. And looks like it's cemented in place for quite a while. What do you think going forward? What's next for the next Olympic cycle?
So we've all been taking the competition circuit pretty heavily over the last year in the lead up to the Olympics. Now, unfortunately, none of us qualified, but that doesn't mean that we can take the competition to a little bit easier. At the end of this year, save a little bit of money, and also train really intensively at home, like improve on physical fitness and that kind of stuff. And while you're overseas, you're often working on technique or experience with other fencers, working out creative solutions to them. But it's harder to work on getting physically dominant.
Really working on a 4-year cycle there. So
I guess so.
Straight into the new one.
And we are back, having had the minute break followed by our 10-minute injury break. You can see you one there with
on the ankle.
Yeah, the ankle strapped up there, so hopefully it'll be good. But that does mean, of course, I think we'll see a little bit more of that distance game by Evelyn, trying to draw out that movement and make the play off that injured ankle there.
And just playing in and out of distance.
And as harsh as that sounds, that is the name of the game is to beat your opponent. So
did you fence much Epee shoulder?
Only once.
Okay.
Under 17 nationals.
How did you go? I think you made
I made the top 4. I got a bronze medal. Unfortunately, once I ran into someone who started doing proper FA
And there's
counter-attacking
a
my
double
arm
touch,
repeatedly.
double touch there by they managed to
Just the
dock the tips.
Just the tip there.
Never seen that happen before.
Neither of them really enjoying it, so they'll start again.
No touch given, and we are just 5 points in this bout now for either of them, and it's almost like
It'll be a
fencing
huge one if you want it.
extending.
Injury.
Does almost feel like an extended pool bout at this stage. Would you say?
No.
No, but there are only 5
Oh,
points in it.
Nuwana
Lovely
taking
hit.
through.
Lovely hit.
Nuwana moving up 1-0.
Injured
That's
ankle
one.
doesn't seem to have done anything to limit her athleticism.
That is
That's,
one spiky iguana.
And you can see Nuwana's supporters there in the bottom left of the screen getting a little bit excited, sneaking forward. No matter, they're not blocking the stream, so we'll leave them be for now. But obviously,
looking for that response, getting it the second time, nearly pulling it the first time.
but Evelyn there with masterful control of distance once more, showing why she is a multiple times Australian champion and FA Olympian.
And past world.
Olympian as
Oh,
well.
Nuwana going for the line. She's not
So
getting
it's,
it, not quite committing. I think a bit concerned about the blade there from Evelyn, and Evelyn giving a reason to be concerned, hitting her.
And now just 3 points away from progressing. It's, the pressure is certainly turned around here as you get closer. The room for error just becomes smaller and smaller. Like, what's it like, Shelter, when you're in a really high pressure situation like this? I mean, you were there just moments ago in the men's foil semi-final against Ned. What runs through your head when you're in a situation like that?
Situations
as
like
Evelyn
that,
runs away with it.
you can't think too directly or too sequentially about what you're going to do. If you're limited to the speed of thought, then you're going to be surprised. You're not going to be able to react in time. So what you got to do is make sure that you keep the ideas or your overall plan so that you're aware of them, but then trust yourself to follow them through in the moment. You
want
searching for distance, not getting it. Evelyn very definitely going after
Evelyn having opened up this gap now. I don't think we'll go to the break here. It seems like with 1 point in
third
it.
period, I don't know if there is a break after the third period.
You are
Is it third period?
Just a
You're
broken
right,
heart
you're right.
from the loser.
It is the third period. I am wrong here. I stand corrected. But it
I believe you're also sitting corrected.
and
Tons, we got him.
And as Ioana there applying a bit more pressure, has to come back. She does have a bit of time. It's only needs 3 touches to equal the score up. She still has 30 seconds,
So
but
much
she
harder
won't.
to come back in FA.
She won't.
And Shoulder being proven oddly prescient there as Evelyn finishes up.
As Evelyn closes out that bout, 15-11.
Great fight. A very obvious limp coming from Ioana there as well as she comes off.
Looks like she was fighting through the pain there. And we now are ready for our second semi-final between Bonita Rui of Queensland and...
Bonita made the semi-final.
Yeah, she did. She
A bit of surprise from Shoto. Our first time semi-finalist Bonita Rui, surprising
Rising
everyone,
quickly.
even today's men's foil champion.
There we go. And fencing Diana Gu of Victoria. So should be a big close. Diana
Several
Gu.
years on the Australian team, obviously starting to pay off for Diana, getting those results through. And Marina Carrier walking through our shot as well. She's sorry, so you can forgive her, folks at home.
And
Amy
Here comes Amy
walking,
Reynolds.
walking across the table, but
can't see her,
unfortunately
but she is.
She is a
Oh
little
my.
bit too short to be seen on the stream.
Heavily strapped up, surely needing to go and get some physio.
With a little bit of a limp there as well as we get set for this second semi-final. Amy,
how does it feel to win under 23, the under 23 championship?
in your returning competition too?
Tell you what, it's definitely nice to be back. I really like winning. I guess who doesn't like winning?
Well,
And you're telling me, what did your heartbeat reach during the semi-final?
167. 167, and if I get to 180, I pass out. So we're on all kinds of close calls yesterday.
well, as you said yourself, you managed to find 10 out of 10 victory with 0 out of 10 ambulance.
0 out of 10 ambulance.
So and another phenomenal performance, making the 8 in your returning open competition as well.
We
So
did
congratulations
a
there.
reversal from yesterday's final with Ioana winning 15-14 rather than...
Bit of a developing feud coming in here.
Existing, man.
Believe that we're having a little bit of a disturbance here with
As,
two members of the junior foil team. getting a bit too friendly with each other. A bit of hand action
we're all
going
a bit
on
friendly
here.
around here.
No, we're not.
We're going It looks like Evelyn's daughter there, Gabby, just being taught how to work the box by our referee here, Derek Cotton.
So I'm going to pack my stuff up.
Yeah, not a problem.
Gabby Osler,
Thank you
clearly
very much,
being
Shelto. Congratulations again. And Shelto will leave us in the commentary booth.
Thank you.
I'm rejoined once more by our resident colour commentator. And the colour is again bright pink for Anderson IT.
pink and black today. The pink and black attack. Shout out to Bret Hart, recently overcoming cancer. Bit of a wrestling reference for you guys there. Evelyn and Gabby moving in to do a little bit of scouting, and check out how Joanna's ankle is, but also just subtly getting a bit of scouting in for this semi-final. See who her opponent is. Benita Rui looking calm and confident as she waits. Bit of weapons check going on for all you weapons check aficionados out there. Checking the test marks as well. And here comes Evelyn. There she goes, walking across, turning a little and striding confidently through.
7:30.
And we're just about all set to go. Ready, and off we go. Nothing happening yet, but something eventually will happen. Simon temporarily indisposed.
Apologies here, I'm just having to deal with a little bit of technical issues.
He can't get his glasses on. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Mysteries of the commentary box. And Diana pulling out that flash. I wouldn't be surprised if we see about 15 or 16 more flashes like that. Really Diana's strength, taking the blade and pushing through on the flash.
Now, as a fellow Queenslander, Bishop, what's Bonnie's game plan going into this? As you obviously fence her quite often at training.
I do. Bonnie will be planning to hit Diana. Currently that game plan not coming off just yet. If I was Benita, I'd really be sitting back waiting to draw that flash, taking the blade and pushing through to finish. Diana at the moment taking a bit more of a defensive game than she did in the quarterfinals.
Paying off okay, and
Benita beating Emily Principe of New South Wales 8-6, I believe, in the
Very, very
quarterfinals.
close bout.
Hard bout. Diana beating Madeline Anderson of Queensland in the quarterfinal. Bout fraught with controversy.
as Bonnie gets off the ground here, it does look like
we're in for a tight one. Hold on to your pants, ladies and gentlemen. This one could get bumpy. And a bumpy double.
So, I'm not too up to speed with Benita's season. Is this the first time she's made a podium?
It is. It's
National?
her first. Certainly her first into top 4, I believe. It may be her first top 8.
So
although
this is,
I am prepared to be wrong.
So it really does seem like our younger FAS are starting to make the step up.
That's true. I mean, it's great to see the younger talent coming through, but Diana certainly looking to keep the younger talent down just for a couple of comps longer. Once again, going with the flash, picking the distance and pushing through.
Now 5-4 to Diana as she looks to progress to the gold medal bout to face Evelyn.
Training partners, Diana and Evelyn. Again, Bonnie taking a bit more of a back foot approach here. Perhaps looking to draw out that attack from Diana. Diana not really willing to give it to her, but searching for the blade. If she gets that blade, I think we will see rather quick flash, going without it and hitting anyway. Benita just receiving a bit of advice from her coach, Zach Casagrande, as Diana looking very settled, very ready and working. Oh, right on the wrist. Give him some, son. And Benita looking to capitalise again, maybe shaking a little of Diana's confidence.
So this is an incredible bout from the young Queenslander here.
It's a bit early yet, caught that. But Diana certainly giving herself the opportunity to get the hit. Benita perhaps needs to be stronger on the blade. Benita pressuring, searching a bit.
A very measured game here.
Diana very content to wait at the blade be found, and need big attacks.
Decided the floor is in fact our enemy for this stuff.
The floor is lava, Simon. The floor is lava.
We'll explain why the bottom of Benita's shoes are bright red.
It is. They are hot. I'm surprised they haven't melted through yet. Diana pushing another inflation.
Extending the lead down to 8-5 now as we head towards our minute break, first minute break of the bout. And when you're down like this, for Bonnie, obviously, one of your training partners, what do you reckon Bonnie's approach will be for?
I think she's going to look to take it into the minute break. Diana pushing. If I was Diana, I'd keep on pushing, see if I can pick up a cheap one. I'm not Diana, as you can see. Diana taking the minute break. Benita, I think, will be looking to just take a minute, think about it. I think maybe change the distance and the tempo here. Perhaps take a bit more of a aggressive roll on the blade, looking and find it and pushing through. The time for the minute not starting just yet.
So,
a little bit of
controversy.
not really controversy. I'm not sure if it's controversial yet, but resetting the time, that's not right at all. Things are...
Looks like Derek Con's doing on his wristwatch there. You have to excuse me for 1 second.
Simon Capon jumping out of the commentary box as just now. If you look on your screen, you can see once again help being offered by Amy Reynolds. No help required, unfortunately. She looks very disappointed. Not as disappointed as I am that I don't have quite the beard that Mitchell Orwin does. Sharp. Oh, he's looking good. Once again, all our referees wearing their best as today. Coming back in after the minute break. Diana looking to Simon Diana Capon.
There we go.
Just right.
The fearsome combination right there.
It is. Diana, I would be expecting to look to keep up that pushing, drawing Bonnie in and then just flashing over the top. Bonnie.
And Bonnie finding the time
bit of a
parry, but missing the riposte as Diana
bit of
comes
a
through
dirty parry there.
Obviously the intensity picking up a little bit as we move towards our final bout of the evening and actually of the competition.
Oh! Pulls it back, flicks it on.
They're getting a little bit excited.
I'm excited. Oh. Benita starting to launch a bit of a comeback. There we go, another one. Here we go. Once again,
Amy Reynolds
unbiased comment.
Questioning whose game Diana's playing, and I would say she's playing directly into
it's time to play the game.
Benita's game.
Yeah.
Time to play the game.
R.I.P. Lemmy, by the way. Former frontman of Motorhead.
Keeping up with his wrestling references. In fact, I would say he's the king of kings of wrestling references here.
I'm not going to respond to that. Diana, just hitting on the remise there. Closing the distance. Benita perhaps backing off a little. Needs to stay with what was working and stay on the blade, start in, pressure Diana into the mistake.
Benita here much more aggressive, even coming out of the defense more aggressively, and as you
front
say,
foot defense, as we say.
Looking for that blade and
not getting it, and
not quite finding it, and
getting
a
the double
light, and that at this stage does only benefit Diana. She now moves 2 points away from progressing the gold medal bout. After this semi-final, there will be another 10-minute break.
Oh, another double.
Benita finding the blade, but unable to find that riposte in time.
Tough road here for Benita.
Very tough, but regardless, amazing performance.
Great performance from the young Queenslander. 16. She is a cadet, recently returned from the World Championships in Bourges. In France. The correct pronunciation being found by Will Bishop online. Check your local listings for the internet. It's coming to you. And Diana finishing off
that bout there and taking the win, 15-10.
Bit of class to finish off as well.
Benita walks away with a bronze medal from this competition, and Diana progresses to the gold medal bout to face Evelyn Halls. There will now be a 10-minute break, and we'll leave you with some beautiful, gentle wrestling theme music, covered, of course, by a magnificent Steinway grand piano. And we'll join you in about 10 minutes.
Toodles.
Okay, and we are. Ooh, that was very high there. I'm sorry. Okay. And we're back for the.
See Peter Oswald wandering through.
Going to that sport is what? As Bish seems to be doing some sort of dance. He puts his pants on.
I always dance as I put on pants. It's something for everyone to enjoy.
Pants dance.
Dios mío.
And we're joined here in the commentary booth by the silver medalist as well as the
third handsomest member of our commentary team, Lucas Weber.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Lucas. You're back on commentary for the Epee final.
Am I now? Excellent.
So
Grab a chair.
Lucas Weber leaving our commentary box to grab a chair, apparently. Chair's not being easy to find. He's got one, and off we go, Dinah and Evelyn.
So Lucas, congratulations on your silver medal for today.
Thank you very much.
And,
Lucas being told off by his mother.
Very dominating
Right there.
performance in the semi-final there, Lucas. But what's your take on today's events, both this Epee final as well as the men's foil event?
Well, I haven't been able to keep up with the Epee as much as I'd like to, unfortunately, but men's foil event, I was very happy with the way I approached my matches. Really went in there after pools, which had a bit of a shaky start. Went in there and really fired myself up for the Ds up till then, but unfortunately just couldn't keep it going for the final. So and shoulder fence very well and took advantage of my lack of energy in that final
We're
match.
looking a little flat. Are you okay there?
I was a tad flat. Yes.
It's terrible when you choke in the finals.
I think the reference there to
That's an
Lucas's
in-joke.
favourite.
Ask Lucas about it sometime. Diana Goo remains it.
Regardless, Diana Goo taking away the early lead in this bout.
Taking a solid remise there as she comes in. Lucas, what have you thought about the semi-finals in women's Epee today?
I thought the defense was very high quality. I think both these finalists deserve to be here, and I'm excited to see who will claim that gold.
Diplomatically put.
Yes.
How many times have you said that when asked the exact same question?
A number.
A number?
Yeah.
A number. The number is 7, ladies and gentlemen. 7 is the
Diana
number.
Goo seems to take an early lead here. Very aggressive out of the blocks.
Oh, getting that good hit.
And playing with the blade a lot more. Trying to keep Evelyn at bay a little bit. Trying to defeat Evelyn's distance game here. Seems to do a pretty good job of it.
Yeah. Both these fencers just returned from the Asian Senior Championships in Wuxi. With both fenced very competitive matches up against Asia's best. So they're in pretty good form going into this competition. As we can see, it's turned out into a final match.
Yes. Fencing continuing now, as Diana will be looking to push, Evelyn will be looking to let her push, and then just pick her off on the hand as she comes through. Interesting style matchup. Diana really likes to take the blade and push, whereas Evelyn, generally off the blade, she will want to avoid Diana taking her blade here. Especially with that postscript, not quite as strong on pushing off as when Diana looks for the blade. So we'll see. Nice little shot of Evelyn's hand action here. Well, waving around. She may be waving it in the air, but rest assured, she very much cares.
Just like you said there, Vish, Diana taking advantage by getting that blade in strong parry and finishing, re-establishing her 2-hit lead.
I have to say, as the closest thing that we've had on this commentary stream to the president of Fencing Victoria, Mr. Jeff Weber, the wonderful master of the tree falling in the woods attack.
Yes, I know it very well.
It has been an absolute pleasure to commentate this tournament. Very well set up by all of Fencing Victoria, and a huge thanks go out to DT, all the volunteers who have managed to make this event come together. And as well as that, for of course today being Anzac Day and remembering our troops in Gallipoli, as well as conflicts all around the world.
Beautiful
Monica
table
Weber
set up.
as well. Monica playing a very beautiful last post there. So the Weber family very involved with this
Very
event.
talented family of organising, and then
What
my
happened to
mother
you?
as well in the canteen, and then there's just me who's been stabbing people and
Nothing but a
shouting
disappointment
about
to
it
his
all day.
family. Lucas Weber, truth's coming out here. A little bit of a heart-to-heart here in the commentary box as Diana continues to build pressure.
And it looks like we may go to the break here. Both fences being very careful now, and no, we won. Diana coming
Very
for that
important hit
flash,
for Evelyn.
being a little bit out of distance and closing that gap down to 2 hits.
Just a mistake by Diana. She would have wanted to go into that break with that 3-hit lead, and she's happy to take a 2-hit lead now.
So as you see, Epee Olympian as well, Peter Osvar, offering some support there, being waved off by Evelyn. Evelyn obviously having her own game plan, and Simon Summerfield, I believe, is Diana Goo's coach. They're just off screen to our right, as the fastball man, Mitch Owen, takes his place as the pass serve for this bout, alongside Mike Hollier.
You got your comedy trio back.
Shota Douglas offering unsolicited and unhelpful advice. You can see it on screen, and you don't like it, ladies and gentlemen.
No
you
one
don't like it.
No
at
one
all.
wants more shelter than they need.
No,
I don't think
no.
anyone's more shelter than Lucas here. So,
No.
We,
Lucas on his phone, working his way through.
I'm taking my role as stats man, just looking up some results.
That's not a roll, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to reassure you that there are no stats, or in fact facts being provided on this commentary
This is
stream.
ensuring that
Absolutely. Coming back into the
you
second
are
period.
filling in your role to a T.
My name starts with a W actually, but close enough. Diana Evelyn, ready to go. Second period.
Do these two train together, Lucas? Not
They
really.
do.
They would train together, yes. The
So this is a
State
bit of
Fencing
a-
Centre, just upstairs, where we have Epee squad several times a week, and these two competitors, as well as being on team together at the recent Asian Senior Championships, as I mentioned before, will know each other very well from training matches and
Diana
past
then
competitions.
coming
Diana
out of distance again with that flash, getting picked off by that extension, by that counter attack by Evelyn. So that's now 1 point, just 1 point in this.
Oh, double.
Double there, not really too much of a factor.
Double. Diana Goo's in trouble, and Diana really starting to suffer from a little bit of a change of tempo, a little bit of a change of distance from Evelyn.
You'll wonder when that experience is going to come in. This is Diana Goo's first AFC final.
And Diana Goo pushing forward here, looking to change her game plan up a little bit, being on the blade, but failing there is Evelyn claws it back to 9-all. Just 6 points in this bout, 1 minute into our second period.
There's where that extra hit she lost before the break would have been very handy. Now she's got to fight her way back into the lead. See how she does it.
Evelyn here bringing pace up a little bit. As, Diana,
Still very
ooh,
measured.
getting close there, and a double there. Taking us to 10-all.
Bit of self-talk from Diana, just coaching her through.
10-all. Apparently it was 10-8. That's so nice. They had to take away a point from England.
And you
Peter
can see
Grease
Peter Grease
ruining the
walking
screen for everyone.
So at this point, both fences.
Many people walking across our stream, unhelpful in stream. Waiting in
Both
Evelyn
fences now playing a
setting
much more careful game. Neither of them, both of them, I think, realizing.
Oh, here we go, over the top.
Very important hit for Diana there.
Beautiful.
And taking a
sun
very,
sets
very
on
critical
our-
touch here.
Sunsets on Arden Street Oval. Perhaps sunsetting on Evelyn's undefeated streak as well.
Oh, that's true.
time will
But
tell.
Evelyn, of course, is very
Close.
and
It's close.
Both fences recover there in that close quarter action
but
to secure the double.
Diana managing to hold on to that 1 point lead as we get closer and closer to 15.
Tension is building.
The pressure does build for Evelyn here to score that one touch.
Here's where it starts to become very important for Evelyn. She wants to start playing that game again that was working so well before to get her back into the lead.
Oh, both reaching for it, going for it.
And
There you
a
go.
double touch here, only benefiting Diana.
Diana
as,
should be
do.
happy with that. She can just double this one out.
That'll do for Goo.
No complaints at all.
She says that'll do for Goo. No championship for you,
And,
to
just-
Evelyn.
just 2 points away now. Just 2 for Goo to secure
Oh!
Huge hit for Diana.
Big hit
this
there.
final, and now 1 point away and a
Here we
2-point
go.
lead for Diana
Setting it
Goo.
up. In time, looking for it, Evelyn looking for it on the blade,
Even coming out very aggressively here, looking to cure one light.
I'd say flash over the top, coming from Diana in a second. She'll look for it, she'll take it. Oh, Dios mío!
And double light there, finishing it up, and Diana Good taking her first national gold medal. And ending Evelyn's undefeated streak in the process.
Magnificent final there.
A pair of maiden victories at AFC tournaments for our finalists here. First Sholto Douglas in the men's foil, and then followed by Diana Gu in the women's FA.
Two very established competitors too. So that will do it here for all of us at AFC number 1 at the Arden Street State Fencing Centre. And we will leave you now with...
just take a second here. Whoa, that's a sharply dressed man there. Mitchell Owen popping himself out into this stream. And Sir Ozvar, the pride of Wainui, on your screen now, ladies and gentlemen. Wave to the people, Sarah. Wave to the people, Sarah. Magnificent.
There we go. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That concludes the fencing for this this tournament here down at AFC 1, and hopefully we'll be live streaming from the next tournament in June, 11th to 13th of June, from the Robin Chaplin Memorial at AFC number 2. Until next time, from all of us here, the Ginger Ninja, William Bishop, Rat Boy, Lucas Leber, and
I don't have a nickname, Simon Capon.
We will say farewell, and hope you've enjoyed our coverage here. So as the sun sets on Arden Street, the sun sets on Evelyn's winning streak, and the sun is now set on the commentary team. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.